What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's another story time because a lot of people tell me they enjoy the story time, but I'm gonna switch it up. I got a guest here, Matt Ulrich.
How's it going, guys? Matt Ulrich, just turned 18 years old. I'm a competitive teen bodybuilder, and hopefully we can inspire a few people with what we're about to do right now.
All right, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, man, and let's get it. What is up, guys? We are here to share a story, but I will not be sharing the story. I'm gonna get Matt to share the story because I want you guys to relate to as many people as you can, so it's not just me. Matt, what are you gonna be talking about today?
All right, guys. So we all know what it's like to take a loss in life. We all know what it's like to be on the way to the top and get knocked down by something that you didn't really see coming. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I personally took a loss and bounced back from it.
All right, Matt, if you want to, just go right into it and just share your story.
Okay, guys, so it was the start of 2017. I had such high hopes. I just found out that I was a nationally qualified teen bodybuilder because I had won my first show, and I was ready to take on nationals. Honestly, I had the willpower, I had the determination, and I had the work ethic to do so. And I believe that if I had not been injured, I would have taken that first place title at 17 years old. But sadly, I was. And I'm gonna tell you the story about how I bounced back from it. All right, so the first week of 2017, where ambition was so high, I was in the gym actually warming up, and at the same time, I tore my labrum, rotated it 180 degrees. And for those of you who don't know what a labrum is, it is a cartilage on the top of your humerus, and it kind of allows your humerus to glide smoothly when you move your arm up and down, side to side. I ripped it and rotated it, and at the same time spraining my bicep pretty severely. So once I did this, I knew I was out. I didn't know for how long, but I was assuming the worst, and I thought I would be done for life. So I went straight to the hospital right after. Emotions were really heavy. I didn't know what was wrong with me, and it took about 5 months to get an MRI and find out what was wrong with me. And during that 5 months, I found out a lot about myself. When you have a passion, not just a hobby, a straight up passion, something that you believe you cannot live without, once that's taken away, you feel like you have nothing. And I quickly had to find something to put all of my effort into because it was once bodybuilding, and I couldn't do that anymore. So I felt very lost and hopeless. So the first thing I did is I turned to writing. And I've always loved writing. Literature has always been a passion of mine, especially reading. And I quickly found out that that did not help. Writing down what I was feeling on a piece of paper did nothing but amplify my dark, depressed emotions. So I turned to putting all of my effort into helping someone else grow, because over time I found myself being more selfish and just self-absorbed, but not in a conceited way, but in a way that I needed to have in order to get myself to that top spot. So I put all of my effort and all of my love into another person. I will tell you guys that, especially at this age, that is a big mistake, especially if you want to reach the top at your craft, your hobby, your passion, whatever you want to call it. Because you will no longer be devoting all of your energy towards your hustle. You'll be devoting most of your energy to your significant other, and that is very bad if you want to be in that top spot, because your passion, your hobby will require all of your effort and all of your energy, and not just half efforts. You know, you have to put in consistent work every single day. You have to put your head down and work. And it's a very naive way of thinking if you think that you are the best of something. You cannot be more naive than that. The reason I say that is we're all placed in a position where we see the direct efforts of the people around us, and we don't see the direct efforts of everyone on the scale of the world. So you really need to take a step back and see the bigger picture, because chances are, no matter how good you are, you're probably not the best. So you're probably wondering, how did I bounce back? I'm only talking about the negative effects of this. So I'll tell you. After about 3 months of being injured, I found that I gained about 75% mobility back in my arm. It still hurt terribly whenever I moved it, whenever I even got changed. So whenever I even changed clothes. So I was in the gym one day with my homie Connor. Shouts out my homie Connor if you're listening to this. But I looked at him and I'm like, man, you know, I kind of retained some of my size, not all of it, but some of it. And you know, should I compete again? Should I even step on stage if I'm not going to bring my best package? Because there's no point in doing something if you're not going to give it your full effort, if you're not going to go all out, or else you're just going to end up embarrassing yourself. So we came to a decision that I should compete again. And for those of you who don't really understand the metrics it takes to become a bodybuilding competitor, I will lay it out for you right now. So imagine yourself, a full-time student, working a job. So my schedule was, woke up 4 a.m., hour of cardio, hit the concrete. I hated every second for 2 months. Now that's a short prep, but that's because I was already pretty lean because I lost a lot of size due to the injury, but nonetheless, it was still a very difficult feat to tackle. So 4 a.m., wake up, hour cardio, done. So imagine for the rest of the day, exactly spacing your meals 3 hours apart on the dot, never 1 minute late, never 1 minute early. That's how it was every single day. And the training, the lifting weights, that was the hardest part, man. Just every single rep, just unbearable pain in my shoulder. But I knew that I was doing this for a reason, and I was put on this earth to compete and be the best that I can in my sport. So the last 2 shows I did, they weren't really to bring my best package. It was basically to show the people that support me that if there's a will, there's a way. And no matter how dark things are, no matter how hopeless you feel, you can always accomplish something that you originally thought you couldn't. You need to put your mind to it, you need to shut up, you need to put your head down and work.
You know, a lot of people don't know, but I actually compete in fighting, or did. And that along with...
Beast.
Thank you. He is also a beast, don't worry. But, you know, a lot of people don't know, but in any sport you play, there's always a chance of an injury, of course. And, you know, it's either you take a step forward, you heal up, and you move on. And you continue training hard and become this person you could be instead of the person you are, you know, just now. And there are other people who let an injury get in the way of everything that what is it, like their future. You know, there's a lot of things that hold people back because, oh, I've been injured, you know, I don't know if I'm at my full capability anymore, right? You know, I know so many people who's like that, and it kind of sucks because there are many people in the world who have the potential to become the greatest they can be and the greatest, like, in their sport, and they're letting an injury stop them from fulfilling that goal. And as you can tell, a small injury to this man is nothing. So if he could do it, I assure you, no matter the injury, even if it is absolutely terrible, if you do dedicate yourself to it, you will bounce back. Yeah, I mean, you may not be like the best again, but like you'll feel accomplished about yourself. You know, obviously you want to win.
There are a lot of things that you don't know about me and I don't know about you, because truth is, everyone's wearing a mask, and it's just what you allow to. It's how transparent you allow yourself to be, which defines you. And I believe that we are all born equal with the same opportunities, and you should not let a lack of resources hold you back, because truth is, we can accomplish anything we want in life. I bet you if I started working my butt off, I could probably become president of the United States. I'm not saying that I'm going to, because there's no way I'm going to. But
vote for Matt. Vote for Matt.
Yeah, vote for Matt. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about, guys. You need to have that kind of confidence, and you need to believe in yourself, because I believed in myself when nobody believed in me, and I didn't let anyone steal my shine. And I just wish I could pass that willpower and determination onto my viewers, Justin's viewers, everyone, because there is truth in the fact that you will be validated if you put in sufficient work to achieve a goal. You know, like, for example, I won't make this about bodybuilding. I will say I'm a basketball player. For those who know me, they know I am not a basketball player.
I know you're not a basketball player.
I am not a basketball player. I am not like a sports player. I'm not a sports guy at all, except a little bit of rugby, but you know, I was just decent at that. And so let's say I'm a basketball player. So I'm spending every night in the gym training for my games. And sometimes my school workload will be overbearing. Sometimes my workload at work will be overbearing. And I will enter the gym and think to myself, are these efforts worth it? Is it really worth it to spend time in the gym when I could be home resting, getting ready to repeat the next day? And it's not until you reach that defining moment in your life, like let's say an NBA championship game, it is not until that game you will realize that none of your efforts were useless. All of your efforts added up for that moment. And it might be discouraging at first, but you need to try. You need to put yourself out there, because if you don't put yourself out there, you will never know what you're truly capable of.
I honestly could not have said it any better myself. I mean, we're about to wrap things up. Do you have anything else to say to the viewers?
All right, guys. So all I have to say to you is that if you have a dream in your mind, foster it until it is a reality. Because let me tell you, anything you can think of can become a reality. Anything within reach, of course, not like sprouting wings and flying. That's pretty ridiculous.
You never
know. Naturally. Hey, maybe in a billion years we will evolve into that, but yeah, I don't know.
You never know. Your kid could be flying in like a few hundred years, bro.
Few hundred years?
Could you imagine?
Oh, snap. Damn, you better freeze me then. I want to see that. But anyway, if you have a dream, you can make it into reality. I promise you, no matter how ludicrous it may seem to a naysayer, it is possible. And another thing I'm very proud to announce is that I have actually written a book, and I have compiled 6 poems into a book named Reform Yourself. It is about how at the beginning of 2017 I got injured and quickly put all of my efforts and passion into other things, and I soon found that the love I was receiving back would run and hide and leave me on my own, and the only project that will never fail you is working on yourself. And it is my story of how I transcended that tragic circumstance and ended up into a mentally healthy state where I'm ready to keep working and keep fulfilling my destiny. People can find this book on Amazon very soon. I'm still putting the finishing touches on it, but it will be out very soon, and it will be on my Instagram at Ulrich.
All right, guys, that is it. I know I didn't talk much, but it is all about relating to as many people as you can. If you enjoyed the video, if you're watching this on the Team Ona channel, make sure to check out my channel because I have a separate channel. If you are watching this on the Bernardino show, check out the Team Ona channel because we have other videos on there. And one last thing, check out his social media. It'll be in the links below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And like Jake says, signing off.